Okay, we are starting just as my neighbor is starting construction. That's pretty.
Woohoo! Love it.
So if you hear that, not my fault. We're doing a drinking game. We're doing a card game. Every 3 minutes, buzzer's gonna ring, and we're gonna pull a card. You guys know the rules. Fighters to your corners. Yeah. So we were talking beforehand about people at various levels of caring or not caring about masks. And I think we brought it up on this last one, but mine is just comfortable. The one I have to wear. It's great. I just wear a gaiter, and it's
You have to wear it for work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've walked a few people because right now everybody's outside. They call in their order, we bring it out to them, which is cool. We're pretty quick about it. But a lot of the guys who show up and don't know what's going on, they don't know what they're doing, and they need someone like, we're not electricians, so Jesus. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
You too. Hey, good news. Your new mic is pretty good.
Oh, boy.
Your mic is great.
Good timing. All right. Well,
Yeah, it's out here. I can see, like Allegra and Paul were talking about, it's starting to trend lower. I've definitely seen it in St. Louis too. But there's still a lot of people wearing masks just going out and about. A lot of them.
yeah. I wear mine just out of courtesy. It doesn't really hurt my feelings at all.
What are some of the tantrums that you've seen? I want to hear about that.
Yeah.
Mostly just people being like, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to do this. It doesn't even do anything. Well, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Yeah. But we are in a healthcare situation where we are going to be touching you.
Yeah.
So maybe as a courtesy to the staff.
And that's the best way to look at it, isn't it? Just polite.
Yeah.
Whether right or wrong or not, it's just
better safe than sorry.
That's the way I look at it.
If it's a grocery store and you can kind of stay apart from each other, but I have to touch you as part of my job.
Right. I mean, I'm definitely not 100% convinced on the whole thing, the severity, because I don't think, the WHO changes their mind every 3 hours. So who knows what it is? So why don't we just plan for the worst case? As long as, my life is pretty unaffected. I wear a mask.
It's not a big inconvenience.
No.
But that is the biggest thing, though, David, is that we just don't know what to believe. There's so much contradictory information, and that's the problem.
Yeah, it's tough.
People don't know what to believe, and it became so politicized and crazy, and it's whoa.
Yeah,
I usually don't bother with the mask. I bring a bandana for a mask with me in case people prefer it, but
at where
but I don't have anything available that would protect you from me, and the only thing I have available that would protect me from you is my paint respirator mask.
No,
and I'd have to trim the mustache off to really get that. So
Paul's talking. I'm pulling a card. I never, Paul.
I never. All right. This crowd. What are we doing? Never have I ever. No, I'm not going to go with that one.
It's tough because you're used to getting that look. You're used to being a little boo about it.
Well, my go-to starter is never have I ever been to school in Oregon.
I did.
I have, yeah.
I went to Clackamas Community College. But yeah, the only time I wear it when I go out is the grocery store.
Is it required, or are you wearing it because you want to?
No, just to be nice. And like I said, it's pretty comfortable. Even on the hot days, it's not too bad. But on the cold days, it keeps my ears warm. Because I wear, just a gaiter.
I think it's going to be harder in winter or in summer because nobody's going to want to wear them because it's so hot.
But these are so light. They breathe really well.
Those are those things for doing yard work and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Let the dust out. Yeah. Yeah. My Facebook, shortly before COVID hit, my Facebook was just a wall of ads for those things.
Yeah. Yeah. They probably made it.
I've never seen another ad for it.
Huh.
I've seen other people wear them, but I didn't notice until you showed me that.
And
You look ridiculous.
the only time it's inconvenient is when I yawn, because then it like goes in my mouth. You know, that's it.
You look like a Mortal Kombat character.
If I wear a hat, I look fine, but just wearing it without the hat and being a bald guy, I look like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it's blue and not
So
like tan.
I tried to wear it with.
Yeah, I
the
get a flesh colored one.
hat. Oh yeah.
I'm sure you can get a novelty one just for bald guys. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. That would be terrible. You're all bad people.
You could get one. You can get a specialty one with like just pictures of your face with various kinds of creepy grins on it.
Well, that one right there, my mom made.
Aw.
She took. We have a friend of ours that he took one of his work shirts, and she took it, cut it out, sewed it, so he's got the work logo on his face. They're really easy, and
That's cool.
I don't know. I think it's kind of probably the way of the future, at least for a while.
Princess
know.
Bride is right.
I posted it. I posted that link. Oh, but they're. I think in the future people will be wearing them. They're incredibly comfortable, for sure.
I thought in the
Verbatim.
future,
It's been a while.
I thought in the future we'd all be wearing like silver jumpsuits with.
You
Like,
don't have. You didn't get yours.
Yeah,
You didn't get yours yet.
here no.
Oh, I got mine. I wear it all the
I haven't
time.
received
It's a little snug. Just like right in the
Year
crotch.
2000.
Right in the crotchal area. Yeah, I don't know. I always love those movies that are set in the future where everyone's wearing like some sort of weird uniform. And it's like
Yeah, you gotta have it. You gotta have a conforming uniform.
and the only
Yeah.
time really that ever looked like that was the 80s. It's a terrible time for fashion.
Have you guys ever seen Bill and Ted's 2?
Yes.
That future fashion? Because that's the
Yeah.
worst one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
like
was-
Richard
it was
Carlin or George Carlin's suit. Yeah.
straight up 80s
Yeah.
influenced horse crap. Terrible. You
Well,
should be making those, Emily.
So, like, we'll keep seeing echoes of previous generations. Like, right now, a lot of 80s and 90s stuff is
Yes.
coming back. Not exactly the same, but some elements of it. I think it's because everyone wants to wear, like, what was cool when they were a kid. Like, what the older kids wore, if they weren't allowed to yet.
Until they come back with L2s, I don't even care. Those are my favorite pants.
What are those?
They fit well around the waist, but then the legs are baggy but straight. So like not Jinkos, but
Okay.
like a tamer version of that, where you do have big legs. They're really comfortable.
Yeah, I think I had a pair a lot like that. It was like really snug around the waist and the butt, but then it just like
Levi's had L2s, and I think I want to say pipes.
yeah, I think it was
pipes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what I want to come back.
Was that like your high school fashion, or what era is this?
Allegra, your turn.
Oh,
And it's gonna be everyone drink.
woohoo! There's
Yeah, that was my high school fashion for sure.
that's my like first couple of years of college fashion,
Yeah.
or like middle of college fashion,
Yeah.
for reasons. But let me tell you, the cops were not amused by an insomniac who liked to take night walks, who had long hair, and wore ridiculously large pants.
Yeah.
Texas.
Not
In
that bad.
Texas,
So the
right?
long hair was not
in
normal.
like a college was right next to literally the richest neighborhood in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
So-
not big fans of the youths.
Did you get stopped by cops a lot?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I would get stopped by the campus cops a bit, and they'd be like, "Who are you? Why are you here? Fuck off. Go here." And like one time, I had to like jump back because the guy almost like took my knees out with a cruiser as he was driving up to me.
Oh, really?
Like, this like little chihuahua of a man gets out and was like, "Oh yeah, I recognize this one." He didn't remember me. He pulled me over like 3 times before.
Uh-huh. Oh, so you're saying you encountered a person repeat times and they didn't remember you? That's weird.
Yeah,
Seems like a theme with you.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And then in middle school, what did they call it? Junior high, middle school. I don't know what they call it now. It was definitely the grunge area with long sleeve under t-shirts.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Was that your jam, Sean?
Oh gosh, yeah. I still wear that sometimes when it's cold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got into flannels though. I fucking hate them.
Nah, I guess I don't really. I'm still stuck in like 1995. It's pathetic. It's really
pathetic
sad.
or awesome.
Yeah,
To
so is
you, it's
David.
awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. We had the best music ever.
I was born in '94, so
God,
No
I hate you.
kidding. Wow.
You're such a fucking jerk.
sorry for being young.
Young,
Before.
dumb, and broke.
Jeez, I was
Yeah.
13 years old at that point. That's nuts, man.
Shit.
I turned 15 at the very end of that year. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, you're the most aged one here, I would say.
Nope.
No, that's me.
No kidding.
Yeah, I think I was either 16 or 17.
Fuck you, Sean.
I was.
Just because he's got a full head of hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What do we got?
9
9
rhymes. So
rhymes? What's
how
that
we do
mean?
this? How we do this is you need to do a full sentence. And I don't. Are we? Who's? Are we on the same order on every screen?
Probably not.
No.
Okay. Sean, where are you at on your screen?
Top right.
Okay. Where do you? Are we all in our own top rights?
Yes.
I'm in the top right.
Going around. I got Sean, me, Emily, Paul, and Allegra.
Okay. So
That's the order. That's the order we're gonna go. We'll go Sean, me, Emily, then Paul and Allegra.
Okay.
Now, Sean, you just say one sentence, and then I got to try to rhyme it.
Oh,
Let's see
okay.
if I don't fuck it up already.
So gosh, I had pancakes for dinner last night.
And then me and my wife got in a big fight.
Then me.
Yeah.
Uh,
3, 2.
I love the
Drink.
color white. God damn it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We can continue.
But that didn't sound right.
So do
No, I probably lost.
You want to keep it going, Allegra?
Nope.
Nope. All right. That's a fun one. Some people play that different. They just say a word and people, right? But
Yeah, that's
I like to get. I like to get the full sentence.
I think that's more fun.
Yeah. I still do listen to music from that era too. Like I think Antichrist Superstar is one of the best albums ever made, and that was in '96.
I've
Saw
been
the
listening to
concert
a lot
on
of
that
ska
tour.
lately.
What's that?
I've been listening to a lot of ska lately.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was of that era.
Yeah. I saw Real Big Fish last year and it was
Sell
really
out with me. Oh yeah, sell out. That's the first thing that as soon as she said ska, I thought Real Big Fish, of course.
Oh yeah, iconic.
I mean,
I didn't listen to that music like when it was a thing.
yeah,
It's like the last few years. I'm like, oh yeah, this makes me happy inside.
nice. I
I
can
heard
name like
ska
3 ska
described
bands.
as ska is what plays inside a 13-year-old's head when they get an extra mozzarella stick. That is just the message I want for all of these.
That's hilarious.
I say I have never even heard a Real Big Fish song, and I came of age in the '90s, and I've never listened to it.
You've heard the "Sell Out" song.
Just
That was their one
candy.
big hit.
I don't know. If you sang it, I'd probably recognize it, but
I
You
did,
would.
but
what it is,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna again.
didn't recognize it.
Who was there? Okay, so there was Real Big Fish. Who else was there?
Cherry Pop and Daddies, I
Cherry
think.
Pop and Daddy.
It's not ska. It's
No.
not ska.
Zoot Suit Right?
Yes,
Swing
it's swing.
Revival.
But they're very similar.
No.
Zoot Suit Right isn't ska.
No.
No, it's also
that's
swing.
That was that
Swing,
like
got it, yeah.
year-long period where swing came back, and then
Yeah.
it went away again. I remember that well.
What other ska bands? I guess this one's on me. Do. What do I get? 6 for dicks. Boys. God, there's who's name another ska? You've been listening to it lately. Oh, what about Gwen Stefani band? She was ska.
No doubt.
Oh, no
No
doubt.
doubt was ska. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt was kind of ska.
Some of that.
Sublime was kind of ska. They had horns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you have to have horns.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel dumb for just like blanking. Bowling for Soup.
Bowling for Soup. Okay. I don't know.
Saw them.
Oh,
We saw them
Uh,
last year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goldeneye. What'd you say?
we saw Bowling for Soup last year.
How
Yeah.
were they?
Awesome.
Great.
Yeah, the lead singer had lost a lot of weight. He's down to like a survivable weight now. He was spherical at one point.
Really?
Yeah, he got big. But yeah, they're like a band from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, from like
Oh.
Denton. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What would Blues Traveler be classified as? Speaking of singers that lost weight.
I don't know.
Yeah, they kind of meander.
They got horns, right?
I don't think so. But their bassist is fucking dope, though.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I don't know,
Big horn.
Blues Traveler is kind of like, it's
Blues-
almost more in the Dave Matthews kind of vein.
Yeah.
Mm.
Half folk.
Yeah.
I'm really
Gr-
bad at
folk
classifying.
grunge.
There's like a website that a guy I used to work with in the music thing. If I mention a band to him, he'll like throw it in there, and it sort of classifies bands by like category and by like what bands are similar.
Yeah.
There's a sort of big word cloud kind of thing,
Okay.
and I had no idea what it is. You're
All
welcome.
right. All right. Thanks. We could go not look that up now.
I don't know, man.
It sounds like it would be fun.
Music tropes. It might be called sounds like. It might be called categorize a band.
Just listen.
Categorize the band catchy.
Turns out it's Shazam. What?
Oh, God.
No, but they do use that database.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been listening to music a little bit more lately since I got the Spotify. But I haven't found a lot of good new music, though. It's just old shit that I've been listening to.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's tough to come by. I've been actually listening to records more and like old stuff from like the 60s and
Yeah.
stuff that's kind of meant to be listened to on vinyl. But there really isn't a lot of good new stuff. I mean, my kids are that age.
Well, I'm sure there is.
There's not a lot that they even like.
Yeah. I'm sure it's out there. There's just so much out there that you got to dig through to get it.
Yeah, and music has changed so much though, where there's not like garage bands so much. They just come up differently than used to. Ooh.
I need to start a garage band because I feel like I never really did that. We had one, maybe two bands. 9 for rhymes again. Sean.
Ah, geez. Should we do a word or a sentence?
Just do a
Sentence.
word.
Sentence.
God damn it.
Sentence.
I am drinking Samuel Adams beer.
Nope, can't say that one. You're far away. You used to be near.
No, I'm terrible at this. I'm so fucking bad. I can't think of anything.
Oh, that doesn't bring me cheer.
I hate you. No, I quit.
Oh man.
It's never gonna get to Paul and Allegra.
Well, that's for clear.
I mean,
That's pretty clear. It was almost. I had all the right words.
Anybody want a peanut?
Such a good movie. Why don't I own that? Do you guys buy?
It's outstanding.
Yeah.
It's one of my
Do you guys
favorites.
do you guys buy movies, and if so, do you buy physical copies anymore? Or I buy all my games on Steam, so you'd think I'd be worried about, but I always worry about like, what if I lose my password to, Google Movies or whatever digital version there is. Also, I like the what do you call the commentary tracks.
yeah, that's something that's really missing from streaming. You just don't get the commentary track.
Yeah, I wish they would put them out.
Well, then there'd be no reason to buy the DVD, right?
Suppose
And the
so.
goal is to get you to buy it like 5 times, once on each of your several platforms, and a physical copy.
Ah, the Skyrim method.
Yeah.
I know people who've bought multiple copies of games for multiple systems. I'm like, what are you doing? Why? Well, so I can play with so and so. I got a friend I was playing video games with her yesterday, and her household has like 5 consoles, like 2 PS4s, couple of Xboxes, and her computer, and so she'll buy games all over the place, left and right. And why? She's got bought Overwatch like 5 times, so her son and her husband can play too.
I don't know. There's a lot of reasons for doing stuff. Have you ever seen that Gary Goldman bit where he's talking about he's got the DVD of this movie and
Mm-hmm.
ends up just renting the streaming or buying it from Amazon because he doesn't want to reach over and then walk it up and put it in the DVD player? I mean, there's a lot of reasons.
Gary Goldman.
I do like that. Like, I don't have a lot of DVDs. Most of the ones that I have were like friends were selling their collection, and I got them at $1 a pop. I do have a few like favorite movies that I watch over and over the years. So with those, the thing that I like is that I can then go, oh, you haven't seen this movie? Here, watch it. And I can't really do that with digital.
Not legally.
And I used to have a shitload of VHS until I moved out here.
I still have VHS.
Yeah, have you got a VCR?
I'm not
No,
sure
we
if I
gave it
have a
away.
VCR.
We don't have a VCR
We don't?
anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, we gave it to the Goodwill, whatever.
Okay. But I've got like the Matrix with like the holographic
Oh,
box,
nice.
like special edition with Making a Bullet Time.
I might have thrown away, but I might have a box full of VHSs that you can have.
Okay.
He's shaking his
Well, I
head.
think there might be a bunch of old Disney that might actually be worth money too.
Build a fort with them.
Yeah, remember the old Disney boxes? Those were
Oh yeah, yeah.
You guys know about
Are
that
those-
guy?
Next to anything else?
Do you know about the guy that's building like a tower out of Jerry Maguire VHS tapes? You guys don't know about that?
No. Wait, first of all, why would we?
The Jerry pyramid.
Second of all, how do you?
I don't know. I found out about it online, and I have been following it ever since.
How big of a tower are we talking about?
It's gonna be a pyramid in the desert, and they bought land.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, how?
You get to pick someone to drink 2 drinks.
Okay, I picked Sean.
What's a drink?
Whoop, whoop.
Swig.
Swigs.
One.
Jerry Maguire. Why Jerry Maguire?
I guess it started
Who's
because
going with me?
he was collecting them as a joke because you always see them in thrift stores because
Oh, okay.
nobody wants it.
That's funny.
And
Well,
like he was collecting them, and then his friends started mailing him their copies, and now just total strangers, like everyone just mails him. He has like hundreds of thousands of Jerry's.
What?
God damn it, Jerry.
How many?
By the way, did any of you enjoy that movie?
I've never seen it.
Never
Also
seen it.
have it.
Yeah.
Emily, did you?
Yeah, I've seen it. I like it.
I watched it once. I don't think it was a bad movie, but I've never gone back to watch it again. So that says something.
That's like Tom Cruise Show Me the Money movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Who's going with me?
So we play movies.
I have seen Half Baked many times, though. I remember that scene.
That scene. They steal that scene. Jim Brewer. Jim Brewer.
I didn't know they stole it.
Yeah.
Like, for a long time.
That's funny. Hey, speaking of that, the chick that he gets to go with him, isn't that chick from Slater Kinney that's now in Portlandia?
Is it?
I think it
Carrie
might be.
Brownstein?
Sure.
Shit.
We gotta look it up. I don't know.
Go for it. You tell me.
I will tell you
You tell me.
momentarily. Since you're basically like the host, you should keep the conversation going,
You can't tell me what to do.
though.
Why am I the host? Just because I'm the one
Your
recording?
podcast.
Emily's
For real.
podcast too. Shut up, Emily. It's your...
Record button.
Half Baked came out when I worked at the video store.
That
I
movie was
remember
so
it well.
good. I don't like Harlan, what's his face, but like that was the
Williams?
only time I really enjoyed him. That movie was so fucking good.
Oh,
Didn't
it was fantastic. It was a
Neil,
masterpiece.
Neil Brennan write half of that?
I didn't know.
Yeah, Neil Brennan. He did. He was a co-creator of the Chappelle Show as well.
Is that the guy that does those really horrible movies?
No.
Or am I thinking of someone else?
You ever seen the stand-up special Three Mics? Okay, so you should go find it because it's just from a artistic standpoint, it's really neat. It's a stand-up special, but like he's got 3 mics up there. On one mic, he'll say a one-liner. On the next mic, he'll tell a joke. On the third mic, he'll tell a fucking sad story about his life.
I was thinking of Neil Breen.
Who's Neil Breen?
He does really horrible movies. Like
Name one.
Okay. There's no budget, pretty much.
Yeah.
Fateful Findings, Double Down. Oh, okay, it's me.
That is you. All right, and you have 3 for yourself. 3
Okay.
for me. These are all movies I've never heard of. So
No, because they're unwatchable.
those are my favorite kinds. There's only been like 3 movies I found unwatchable. Like if Cabin Boy was absolutely terrible. The only funny part in it was
With
David Letterman.
What's his name from Saturday Night Live?
Chris Elliott, yeah.
Chris Elliott, yeah.
But David Letterman was in it, and he was the only funny part. And I don't even think he was that funny. It was just relative to because remember the scene where he's like, "Hey,
Do you want to buy a monkey?
you want to buy a monkey?" Yeah,
That was actually the only funny moment.
yeah. I hated that movie. I didn't like the remake of Psycho. If I wasn't with people, I would have walked out on it. What did I say? Psycho, and then what's that fucking American Psycho? Also,
What?
didn't like it.
Oh, no, that was great.
Everyone loves that. You're wrong.
That was hilarious.
Sure, I'm wrong. Christian Bale's awesome.
Yes.
I've enjoyed one movie with Christian Bale in it.
Really? That's it. What movie?
Ring of Fire.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, where Matthew McConaughey had the best death of all time.
The freaking axe? Okay,
Yeah. Dude, how big was Matthew McConaughey in that fucking movie, though? The first thing you see his beefy ass arm when he's getting out of the tank.
Yeah, he's well, it's funny him and Christian Bale are in that because Christian Bale's done the same thing where his weight just gets down into the gross looking levels, and then he's jacked in the next movie. So
yeah, all right. I think there's one other movie that I couldn't stand. I think it might be Meet the Fockers.
oh god, I won't watch any freaking of those.
Sorry, Meet the Parents. I didn't even watch the other ones. Meet the Parents, because it was
I'm with you there.
It was just I don't like that uncomfortable kind of humor.
Yeah.
Like I didn't enjoy it. I just felt uncomfortable the whole time.
You just feel stressed out.
Yeah.
And what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe they made a sequel to that crap.
Then a third one. Didn't they make a third one?
I think so.
It was
Yeah.
Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, Meet the whatever grandparents. I don't know.
So just so you guys know, Carrie Brownstein, according to Wikipedia, she does not have credit.
That wasn't her?
So.
Okay. I thought it might be. It just flashed into my head. I wonder who that was then.
We're gonna have to put down.
Good
Sean,
movie.
get on it.
Yeah. Who was the lady from Half Baked?
All right, Sean.
Is it me again? Ooh.
Yep. You get to tell someone to drink 2 drinks. 2 for you.
Doobie. Emily, you had me drink. You drink.
Don't do me because I'm drinking water.
She sucks at this game. Tell him why.
And
Okay, it's partly David's fault. I got like blackout drunk last night, and I am so hungover.
I was asleep before 8:30 last night. It was not my fault.
I thought this show was going to be on Sunday because of a miscommunication with David,
Because she
who implied
is
it.
dumb as fuck.
You're dumb as fuck.
What was that?
so Townsy, why don't you drink then? because the water just isn't going to do it.
She's a dummy.
Although I have to
Although
admit,
she's had enough water now, she can crack something open.
Oh.
with just the smell of it, she's all.
Yeah, I might throw up on camera.
Worth it.
That's not happening.
There's
Yeah.
space for that.
What'd you guys say?
I said there's pay sites for that. Sorry, I'm a bad person.
Now you can get a really good revenue stream going, David.
If Emily barfs on camera, that'll be.
Yeah, this will go
much
behind the
watched
Patreon wall for sure. I'll isolate it.
You know, like the clip you use when you post the video online, you just use that shot.
Yeah. But speaking of pay sites, so now they're putting comedians and their shows on OnlyFans. OnlyFans is branching out to not just cam girls, but actual shows. I
I
think
don't like that.
I do, because fucking YouTube needs the competition. YouTube is becoming a highly censored platform. It has been. And the other ones need to pop up. So, especially with comedians, because those are the people that are saying fucked up shit, that are getting, kind of demonetized and banned, give them a place to go.
There's a lot of people who are getting demonetized in bans, like anybody doing gun reviews. So it was like a really cool gun channel with a guy with a fake Russian accent.
This is
Who,
fake.
for some reason,
Nice.
he had a license to own automatic firearms, right? Fully automatic, right?
Is he
And
that one guy that does a lot of shots out of the back of his truck and he's got all these guns and it's fucking awesome?
I don't know. He's usually in a field, or was usually
Yeah.
in a field or something. But he got like demonetized really hard and basically banned from the platform,
Yeah.
which sucks because he was entertaining. He wasn't promoting anything bad. He was having fun fucking around.
All right, Paul. 7. Truth or dare. Give someone here a truth or dare.
The worst one. Oh, and Paul froze. No, he's not
You know-
frozen. He's just
Oh, yeah?
disgusted.
Hmm. All right. All right. Let's go with Sean. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Sean, truth or dare.
Truth. You say
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
What was the last nonfiction book you read?
Nice.
That's nonfiction. 1491.
Yeah.
It's a book. This guy. It's pretty fascinating stuff. This guy talks about how.
Christopher Columbus. Maybe you heard of him.
No. He doesn't even mention that. He talks about how native civilizations in North and South America were much more sophisticated,
Oh yeah.
large scale than
Especially South America.
conventionalism teaches.
What they're finding out now in South America, it's crazy with that LiDAR.
Oh yeah,
Tell me.
the ground penetrating radar. That's really cool.
Huge cities, huge metropolises. Well, the first guy that ever went down through the Amazon came back and he was talking about these giant cities that like how millions of people in these cities. And then the next people that came there, of course, him coming through, gets a bug, stuff that he's immune to, wipes out the native population. So, but here's the thing: in that area, the natural soil isn't great. And again, don't take anything I'm saying right now as gospel. I'm kind of dumb, but here's how I understand it: is the natural soil isn't great there, but they had to feed millions of people, so they actually cultured their own soil for crops to grow in. Basically, like sweet ass fertilizer. And so after they all died off, the natural plants said, "Yeah, give me some of that." Nom, 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 nom. Rainforests took over their cities real fast. That's it. And then when the next people came through, they were calling him, "Hey, dummy, there's only like 1,000 people there. What are you talking about, you liar?" And hundreds of years later, number like, "Oh yeah, okay, we can see the cities now where they were."
So this is like, is this in South America or Central America? Because I've seen
Amazon
a lot of
River
LiDAR
Basin.
from. I'd be interested to look at that because I haven't seen anything at all out of that area.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of stuff out of the like the former Aztec Empire, Maya Empire, the
Yeah.
Olmecs.
I haven't seen that. I've just seen them talking about the Brazilian rainforest. Sorry, you guys froze for a
Any
second.
idea what the guy was called? Or?
Oh, no. I don't
Okay.
really retain actual information.
Did you see it on Joe Rogan?
Definitely didn't. I'll take this one. No, he may have talked about it though, because he likes headlines. 6 for dicks.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you should drink, you dick. Talking to Emily.
I mean,
Means they're done.
I kind of assume if David has any interesting facts or little anecdotes that Joe Rogan probably talked about it at some point.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but I saw it on the science subreddit at some point.
Oh, okay.
What podcasts are you guys listening to right now?
What
podcasts are you listening to?
What podcasts? Right now I'm balls deep in a book, the Seventh Son series. I'm in the second book, which he's a guy who wrote these books, and he did them in podcast format. When he released them, what's funny is they came out, I want to say 2007. So they're talking about the technology in the book, and it's cute. It's like there's this one guy, and he's like the internet guy. It's like, oh, you're doing stuff that everyone does every day now. That's cool.
Big Muffin, no. Bad.
I was just listening to Believe You Me with Michael Bisping. Legion of Skanks, of course. I listened to that. Yeah, I listen to a lot of East Coast comics, but also, I don't know, Bill Burr and Bert Kreischer, as well as Two Bears, One Cave, which is Bert Kreischer and Tommy Buns. How about the rest of you guys?
I don't listen to podcasts.
Oh, I listen to so many.
Garbage. It's okay.
Now, why don't you listen to? You don't enjoy them, or you don't really have the time to do it? Because I do it on my commute, and at work I'm able to.
My commute is about 10 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and I cannot listen to them at work. So
Yeah, I listen to them a little bit at home, but not that much.
I really like
Yeah.
How Did This Get Made? About like really bad movies. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I used to listen to that one a lot.
Is it still going?
Yeah, I know they changed their feed at some point, and that's kind of where I got off. But fucking Mantzoukas is one of the funniest people alive.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, Sean?
History podcasts mostly.
Yeah.
I listen to the same ones over and over again. There's this one called Revolutions. The guy just talks about like the French Revolution, English Revolution, American Revolution, Haitian Revolution. They're captivating. It's good. Same guy, Mike Duncan, does the history of Rome. Just, I don't know.
Do you listen to History on Fire?
I haven't listened to that.
It's real interesting. It's this Italian guy speaking English, and I don't know. The way he talks is really interesting. I listened to one about it was some prehistoric body they found up in the Alps, and what they've extrapolated from that, and that was a lot of fun.
There's some weird stuff they find in the permafrost of that's melting in Siberia and different places. Like I just read something talking about like woolly mammoths, how by the time they went extinct, they were inbred and they literally just couldn't survive and died off that way. There's some fascinating stuff that's been dug out. The peat bogs in Ireland, they pull all kinds of stuff out of there.
Yeah, the peat bugs take care of stuff. Keep it around.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Of course, Hardcore History. You listen to that one, Dan
Oh,
Carlin.
that's the World War I series. It's 15 hours long or something. I've listened to it 3 times. I can't.
Wrath of the Khans is some of the most fucking interesting. It's a 5-parter.
Yeah.
Each
one 3 or 4 hours long, right? Dan Carlin.
And he always says, it's like, look, I'm not a historian. Fuck you. You definitely are at this point. You put the time and effort into it.
Probably a better historian than Jared Diamond.
And who?
Jared fucking Diamond.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
He's the guns, germs, and steel guy. The guy who was basically like, oh, normally I study birds and plants, but hey, let me just bullshit about history, anthropology, and like wildly speculate about why things are the way they are. And like a gajillion actual anthropologists want to strangle the man.
Nice. Nice. Hardcore
Speaking
history
as an
is
anthropology major, he's mostly regarded as kind of like a pop sci author. Like he's good at taking a bunch of ideas and making it like interesting and palatable. Not necessarily digging into stuff and doing his own research, but as a way of like, getting people to pick up a book that might not otherwise.
I missed one, so I'm just going to pull a card.
Okay.
8. Make a rule. I'm just going to make the little man rule because that's an easy one. So every time you drink, you have to pull the little man off your drink, and then put it back on. If you miss it and somebody catches you, you have to take another drink.
Why is he sitting on my drink?
He's peeing in it.
Oh.
For extra flavor. Did you switch up? Did you, or is that still Sam Adams?
Still Sam Adams. It's just a different. This one isn't very good, to tell you the truth. It's called a porch rocker. It's seasonal. It's just
not rocking the porch.
It's really light. It's fruity almost.
Is it a shandy of some sort?
That's a good question. A Radler? I don't know. I've never had a Radler.
Yeah.
So Radler is like beer plus grapefruit.
Oh, that's why I don't like it.
Like a
Have
shandy.
Beer plus lemonade.
Yeah.
What is everyone else drinking?
Bud Light Lime. The official beer of summer.
Gross.
They're so good in the summer.
Ooh.
Company peach berry.
Oh, the peach one.
Yeah, peach berry, and then a little bit of grapefruit vodka to start it off.
And I'm having just a French red from Trader Joe's. It's like really cheap, Bordeaux region reds. So I love them.
The great thing about Trader Joe's, they got great wine that's cheap.
Yeah. If you've ever been to Europe, like that's one thing that'll just blow you away is how good the wine is and how cheap it is.
Yeah.
And it's so that's something I love about Trader Joe's. I can get the kind of thing that I got when I was 15.
Yeah. I drink cheap wine as well, but like because it's bad. I think that's why it's cheap. I just drink fucking Moscatos. Yeah, it's like fruit juice. I mean, I guess it is fruit juice, but you know what I mean.
You have to drink cheap because you like power through those.
I mean, I power through them because they're so yummy. I don't just throw them down to like get twisty.
Like his little man.
Sean, you just deep throated your little man.
Oh, jeez, what's it?
He's dead.
What do I do then?
Cough him up.
You need to throw up. We're trying to get someone to throw up on this show.
Will not be returning if that is a thing.
My little man.
See, so you gotta take a penalty drink, and then you still have to remember to. There's a new little man.
There's a new little man. Yeah.
Take him off.
So take the new little man.
New victim.
All right, Sean.
Yo.
You were talking, and you get three drinks for yourself.
3 drinks for me. I'm starting to feel it. I'm 3 beers deep now.
Dang. Wait.
There was nothing worse than that.
Don't forget that poor little guy.
The first one we did that you never even posted, where we were flexing into the screen and
Dude,
stuff.
if you were going to get someone to throw up, that was your chance. Yeah, that one.
I went back and rewatched it. It was very funny.
Did you?
Yeah. It was funnier for me because I was pretty sober.
By the end, David falling asleep.
Was that? But that was after I stopped recording when we kept talking.
No.
No,
you
I went
just
back
sit
through
there.
it.
You started recording again.
Maybe because I went back through it.
There was also like seriously 4 hours of footage.
Yeah.
As the one who was moderating. it
Yeah, it was too
all of it
long. It was too much.
Poor Allegra.
Such a bad idea.
off the rails.
Yeah. Hey, I had to get it out of the way. Trial and error.
That was fun though. I had a blast.
Oh,
And
I
actually,
had a
that
lot of
came-
fun.
The timing of it was fantastic because that was like right in the middle of the stay at home, and you're not talking to anybody outside of work really, and I don't know. I had a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but it was unpostable. Not just for me, but for like Sergio was like, I don't know about that one, dude. Getting up and slapping his butt.
We'll be like, ooh, what were they talking about? Was it racing?
It was no,
No.
it was no, it was just a shit show. It wasn't. It wouldn't have been fun for anyone watching.
It was
Other
just
than
4 hours of bullshit.
yeah,
Yeah.
Isn't that basically what your podcasts are?
yeah,
A lot
but
of times
like
it's just BSing.
usually it's entertaining BSing and not just shit show sloppy fest.
Yeah, flexing. Yeah.
I mean,
when that
I've
starts happening,
I've gotten drunk on plenty of podcasts, but like that was too much.
Yeah, it was. I'm glad you didn't post it.
Yeah, no.
Emily drank her little man a second ago.
Oh, you son of a
Ah,
bitch.
fuck, I did.
Now you have to hydrate.
Hydrate.
She sticks her finger down it. No,
I gotta save him.
Herb.
So I did something today that I haven't done in years. I shaved while looking into a mirror.
Hey, did you shave off your thingy?
Oh wow, you're all smooth. I hadn't noticed.
I still got this little patch,
Yeah.
but no chin hawk.
I've never
Yeah.
seen you without the chin hawk.
Really? I
Yeah.
do this sometimes. But yeah, shaved well because normally I shave in the shower because I just do my whole head and everything. Horse for horse. Yeah, normally I just do it like by feel, and then I did it in the mirror today, and I still had to go back over by feel. It's just so much easier for me after doing it for so many years.
And I can't shave anymore. I actually use a hair trimmer
Mhm.
because I can't. I hate shaving so freaking much. It drives me nuts.
I'm about ready to
Just a
grow,
bloody
grow back
mess.
out the beard.
Are you?
Yeah, about
Because
time.
do you use like good razor blades or anything, or like?
Yeah, like even a new one. And so I like for the last 5 years, I haven't even used a razor. I've just been using hair cutting, like trimmers.
Wow, like guard zero or something. I'm surprised. Is that seems like more? That seems harder on the skin than shaving.
I don't go all the way down though. It's just kind of on the once over. It feels easier to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been shaving to try to keep smooth for the baby, right? Because he's right here, and I don't want to sandpaper his head off. But I think maybe after a week or two of growing it, it'll be not rough again. And
Yeah, you grew a beard faster than anyone I know.
it's because I'm manlier than anyone you know.
Oh, did you ever have like a big beard? Because you could definitely grow one.
Oh yeah, Paul, yours is thick.
Oh yeah, no, I've had a big old like dwarf beard. I like
What would you say the maximum length we got? Like probably like here-ish?
yeah, about here-ish.
Yeah.
Like if it was actually combed out, but like just because like you look down and stuff, it would like pack back up. So
Yeah.
like I would have to like comb it out and do that.
I had to every
One
morning.
time I like took it all and I managed to stuff it through my gold ring, and so I was like full dwarf mode. There's like a big ring right here. Great.
Have you guys thought about
did
getting
you-
into
did you-
professional bearding?
What?
Professional bearding? Have you thought about that?
I'm not that good. Nowhere near as good enough to enter a contest. No.
Yeah, those guys, they got it fucking way too much.
We have like regimens.
Yeah. Did you trim down this area right here when you grew yours out, or did you just let it all go?
I mostly let it all go. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that because mine just goes.
Yeah. Well, this, like, my cheeks are a little thinner, so it doesn't bush out too bad there. It mostly comes just down.
Yeah,
So.
mine are fucking wild on the side too.
Allegra, when you were like showing the length on Paul, did you say we got it down to this far? Did I hear that
That
right?
is a team effort.
Team effort.
I mean, I feel like if I'm sleeping with it, like I'm also involved in the process.
She managed not to complain about it.
I would agree with that.
And I encourage you to use things like beard oils.
That's true. That's true.
I have beard oil, but I didn't notice too much of a difference.
Do you have a little beard comb?
No, I use a regular comb on my beard.
You got to get a little wooden beard comb. That's
Why
according to my boyfriend. I don't know. They're just for beards.
But his beard sucks.
His beard's fantastic.
His beard's long.
He has a huge beard. What are you talking about?
Is it like wizard length or?
Show me on the fish.
It's about. I assume what Paul said his was.
But it's like a
yeah.
homeless beard. It's not. It doesn't look, kempt at all.
It is kept.
It's like you go on the bottom and it needs to be trimmed.
He does.
It's going like
he
this.
does all that stuff. You just probably saw it when it looked bad once, and you're full of hate.
I'm full of hate.
Oh, shit. Full of hate.
Full of hate. Piss and vinegar.
Have you ever witnessed like a baby bird pop out of it?
He used to store cigarettes in there. And he just pulled them out.
Remember when I said it's like a homeless beard?
It's kind of like a homeless thing. Ow! What the? Oh.
Is your cat
I think the worst I ever did was I tried to see how many pencils I could stick in it at one point.
But that was like a strength test. That wasn't like an I'm storing my supplies for winter.
True.
So people steal them.
Yeah. But also with the shaved head, I had to keep the sides trimmed and especially right up here. Otherwise it would just go poof. Right? 'Cause I don't have hair to cover up the line.
I mean,
so I had to keep that tight.
Okay, does it grow faster on your head or beard?
Beard. Now it doesn't grow on my head. Sean, 6 for dicks.
What was it?
6 for dicks.
That's me.
Yeah. I don't think my head hair really grew too fast when I had hair. I used to have great hair. I loved it. But I don't think my head hair grew nearly as fast as my beard does now. But it's weird because my beard is I don't think it grows very fast until it does. There's definitely at different lengths, it goes at different speeds.
How old were you when your hair started falling out? And how did you deal with it?
I believe I was probably 28 or so, and I shaved a mohawk into my head. And then I noticed that right there in the middle, it was thin. So, the mohawk looked shitty. So I just shaved it off right there and been done with it since. I'm really vain. So I wouldn't, I can't have thinning hair. It's all or nothing.
I tell you, mine's gotten so thin. And I'm 39, but man, it bothers the hell out of me. I never thought it would.
Shave it off. You'll love it.
Might have to.
If you want to.
What's that?
You can get Rogaine or whatever.
Yeah.
I tried that. I tried Rogaine, and it just made my head break out. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah, what I understand, it doesn't work for everybody.
Well, regardless if it worked or not, it was making my head break out in pimples.
Oof.
So even if it did work, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fuck that. Emily, when did you find out that you have a bald spot in the back of your head?
Right now on this show.
Wouldn't that be funny?
No,
for us, not you. For us, not you.
You can't tell on the camera, but mine's getting thinner on top.
Yeah.
Looking at what my dad and granddad have, dad and both granddads have had, it'll get thinner and thinner. So.
Yeah, my boyfriend's hair, he has so much. He's never gonna go bald, but his hairline has started receding. His forehead just looks bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a 5 head?
Yeah, it's big now. I pointed it out, and he was upset.
Tell him to sweep his beard up over it.
That's probably the thing to do is grow it out and just comb it over. Yeah.
Just a circle.
You can like split it in half and then like have it meet in the middle.
Yeah.
I think that it looks
Right
fine.
on top.
Tie it on top. Yeah.
That'll be a good look.
It'd be unique. It'd be very him.
Like the reverse, like girls making dwarf beards,
Oh yeah.
where they like take the hair and like
Yeah.
tie it in the front.
I've seen that. I've also seen beard face warmers, where like a gal will knit.
Yeah, where it's like a crocheted
Yeah.
like hat thing.
Oh.
Oh, I've seen
with a
that.
beard.
Yeah, that always cracks me up.
I would wear that.
Allegra.
Oh.
Ace, everyone drinks.
Woohoo! Cheers. Sean drank his little man again. And David.
And me.
Man.
Damn it.
That was a stupid rule. Whoever came up with that is an idiot.
Do the Emily thing and stick my finger down my throat. Get my new little
Hell
hand.
yeah. Hell yeah, get her on OnlyFans. Throw it up.
Okay, so what is this thing you were talking about with the competing with YouTube or something?
So OnlyFans is a place where cam girls go and you pay money to see them do naked. Right?
Do what?
Naked.
Naked.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And there's always been cam girls, but this one's been getting really, really, really popular, and I don't exactly know why. But now they've been reaching out to comedians, and there are shows on the site now that you don't have to pay for. It's free. Really,
That aren't
they're-
naked.
No, they're comedians. They're doing podcasts basically.
Naked.
Is,
So
is
originally-
OnlyFans video or is it photos?
It's a video. They're doing this right here,
But
it's
naked.
no naked, no nudity. It's just a show. They're just doing shows, and instead of doing it on YouTube, they're doing it on OnlyFans because OnlyFans are giving.
And
them
they take
money.
their clothes off, though. Okay.
No,
I think we're all on the same page here.
Yeah.
So this is interesting though, because a porno site branching out and now diversifying into comedy and stuff, that's unheard of. It's kind of it's intriguing.
Pornhub's been doing a little bit. One of Pornhub's biggest, I don't know, he won a porn award, but there's this guy who just does wholesome videos
Why do you know that?
because it's all over the internet. Like he does all these wholesome videos and posts it to Pornhub, and then he started like interviewing porn stars and with no nudity, and Pornhub has great marketing. They're like, and they're embracing it. Like, fuck yeah, and then they got him an award.
What's a wholesome video? Like a baby duck getting saved out of the...
I've never watched him, but like maybe he
Probably like
You're like,
cookies.
screw the wholesome videos.
he makes cookies or he talks to his grandma.
You're like, that's not why I'm here.
Yeah, that's not why I'm there.
But it would be funny for the algorithm to recommend that to you in the middle of whatever else.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, and here's
and here's this guy.
this guy having a nice conversation with his grandma while she makes cookies.
Yeah, is that could you spank to that or
We don't kink shame here.
huh?
We don't kink shame here.
Hey, whatever gets you to the finish, you know.
Oh,
Do whatever
God.
you want. Watch whatever.
That's intriguing though.
whatever you want.
I'm really curious to see how that plays out.
You're going to
What is
check out
cams?
OnlyFans now.
You know,
I keep
it's
thinking only cams.
it's people that I enjoy watching, so I might do it. It's
So
like
Joe Rogan's on there.
No, he just got paid $100 million to go over to Spotify exclusively by the end of the year.
Oh,
$100 million for his podcast.
golly.
That's like your dream.
Yeah, that's a payday. Jeepers, man.
Isn't that neat?
I just canceled my my Spotify account.
You don't have to pay to listen to Joe Rogan, but
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to listen to him on Spotify just because I get all my podcasts on one place, and I don't need to go through to 2-3 different sites for my podcasts.
Sure, I'm with you there.
So, and I don't know, and I know some podcasts I listen to are people I know, locals, so I don't know if they're going to be on Spotify. So I'm just going to stick to what I do. Joe Rogan can go make his $100 million. Good for him. I haven't been listening to much of his anyway lately.
I mostly only watch Joe Rogan when he's interviewing Elon Musk.
Yeah, those are Elon Musk is a weird, fun guy to watch.
Yeah,
It's just interesting.
It's
he's
interesting both in what he's saying, but also the oddity that is him is also fun.
yes. Have you seen that old video from like the late '90s where Elon Musk is taking delivery of his first Lamborghini
Oh, really?
or Porsche or something like that? But he's taking delivery of this like really really hot car. What are you doing? 3 for me?
3 for
For
you.
you. Excuse me.
And that's why he was when doing what, PayPal. That was his gig. Yeah, that's where he made a lot of
Yes,
money.
yeah, yeah. Because of a former job I had, we worked a lot with the sort of some of the internals of. We got exposed to some of the internals of PayPal.
Yeah.
We got to sit down and talk to some of the like old school PayPal engineers, and it turns out that at the time, PayPal was the whole thing was made of 1.5 million lines of code, of the C++ code. And for those of you who know what I'm talking about, that's just horrifying. And then the biggest chunk of that was something called the primary interface to most of PayPal, the PIMP. And so we had this application that closely integrated with PayPal, and it would
Slap.
surface these errors to the user. And so the user in the middle of doing something, if something went wrong, the user would see on our app, pimp exception, and then a bunch of like just garbledy computer stuff. And so people were getting upset, and they're like, "What the hell is this? I'm trying to do whatever. What's this pimp thing? What's going on?" So yeah,
That's hilarious.
yeah.
I assume they got that amount of code down.
No,
It's just running.
no. PayPal doesn't delete code. Yeah, it's probably all still. I don't know if it's running, but it's still there. So because of how some of these things work with testing it, if you take like one piece of code, you need to do something different with it, they would just take the whole thing, copy it, change one little bit, and then write a new test to just test that one little bit, and leave all the rest of it in place. Yep.
I don't like coding. It's too much.
You have to be a special kind of crazy. Yeah.
You didn't have like a super customized MySpace page?
I logged into my MySpace today. This morning I got up and I got into my MySpace. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna find some old pictures because that's all I want. And then most of my pictures are gone, and there's 3 there that I have. I was really bummed out.
Your top 8 is the important question.
Huh?
Who's
My
in your
top
top 8 is the important question.
People I don't talk to anymore.
Did you ever delete Tom as a friend?
Yes. Okay. No one's talking, so I'll take that one. All right. It is 7. Truth or dare. Emily, truth or dare?
Truth.
Oh God, I don't care about anything you have to say.
You already know everything, so.
I do. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, you pig. Truth. Okay. Who was the worst model you ever had to work with on one of your shoots, and why?
Okay, this is easy.
And name names.
I don't know her name, but she did a big campaign recently for like a big clothing company. And so I was shopping online and I saw her and I was like, oh, this bitch. Like it's a big paid gig for her, but she was the worst model I ever worked with.
Why?
She wouldn't stop laughing the whole time. So every shot she's like,
Okay.
It was like super high or uncomfortable.
She was uncomfortable and she was like 14. So she was giggling the whole time.
Oh, she was 14?
Yeah.
Wow, that's harsh, Emily.
Emily's really into underage girls.
Sorry.
She puts them on her
really
Instagram all the
a
time.
Shut up, David.
matter
You do.
professional, like scrape it together.
Yeah.
We were getting mad at her. We're like, can you just stop laughing long enough for us to take a photo? And yeah, it was horrible.
So in the pictures you saw from the new campaign, was she smiling like she was laughing? Or was it...
Wouldn't it be
She-
funny if that's her whole rest of her career? That's her gig. Is
Yeah, that's kind of her thing. She's like commercial. She's all sweet and like cute. That's not what we really wanted, but it works for her. She makes money, so.
Yeah. So in the one you saw the other day, she was laughing.
Yeah, they were like cutesy because it's like a clothing brand, so you know.
Hilarious. She's gonna make $1 billion because she laughs on set and everybody likes it.
Yeah, because she
You
did
hate
what you
her.
told her not to do. She followed her heart. You were telling her not to follow her heart.
You
I was
really
stopping her from.
You really
And
sold the wrong stock on that one, Emily.
David and Sean both drank their little men.
Oh,
Oh, how are you seeing that every time?
I've done it at least 100 times.
We-
I have a belly full of little men. What?
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 What'd you say?
Laughing at the
I
belly
said,
of little men.
I said I have a belly full of little men.
Yeah, you
Paul,
do.
Paul was saying something at the same time and I missed
I don't think it's any funnier than that.
it. Okay.
We did have one model, and we were at a fair, and we asked her to put some cotton candy in her mouth. You know, like
Yeah.
Like
And
seductively.
she just
No,
fucking
but
deep
just like-
throated it.
she was chewing it. She was like biting it. Every photo is her biting the cotton candy, just all teeth.
The teeth aren't the sexy part.
I was like, is that how you eat cotton candy? You chew it? Like, that's really. I don't
Is
think
it-
she'd ever had cotton candy before.
That's funny. You ever seen a raccoon with cotton candy?
No.
They go to
Where-
wash it.
where
and
it dunks it?
disappears. Yeah. We got a 5, but it's Emily. Emily Waterfall isn't fair because she's not drinking.
Oh, it's better. I'll keep going. Let's do it.
I'd say that's a pass for everyone
Get ready.
because Emily
Says,
cheats.
Everybody drink.
Emily cheats.
Let's do it. Okay.
Woo.
Ooh, that was rough for me too.
You asshole.
Great part for the audio listeners.
God, you were such a piece of shit.
I know.
Piece of shit.
So you
I knew when she told me she's drinking wine, I'm like, oh, she's gonna get that waterfall too. You know it.
So you said you thought the model had never like eaten cotton candy before.
I think she told us that she hadn't.
Because she tried to bite on it like an apple.
She was trying to chew it with her teeth. Like it melts in your mouth. Like
That sounds just uncomfortable as a sensation.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we have the one photo we have of her. She's biting it. I'll try to find it. It's
That's
great.
hilarious.
I would love to see it for one. Yeah.
Did she figure it out by the end of the shoot?
Not enough to get a photo, apparently.
No, I think she just gave us the cotton candy and we ate it like normal.
I have this image in my head of like, you know, when you put like shoes or socks on a dog or a cat and they're
Yeah.
like walking there, I picture her biting the
Yeah.
cotton candy with this uncertainty.
You know, I always hate when I see people do that. They stick sticky stuff to the bottom of cats, but like on dogs, sometimes if you got a dog in a hot area and you're going to take it for walks on the pavement, it needs to learn how to walk in shoes.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like protecting its feet.
So but they're still like dumb, awkward
Yeah.
Yeah.
things until they can figure it out.
It's like watching freshman girl in their first pair of stilettos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, how do I leg?
It's accurate.
That's funny.
Giraffes.
Yeah,
think-
little baby giraffes.
I think
Baby giraffes are fantastic.
I've never had issues walking in heels. I could just do it.
I don't think
know
I've
why.
ever done it.
I believe you.
I just got
Why
big
would you?
feet and-
Why would you?
Yeah, good question. I don't know. I just haven't, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know my skill level.
You gotta find out. You gotta find some heels.
I don't know if you guys can hear this, but my cat is snoring
No, I can't hear.
really bad.
It sounds cute though.
Yeah,
What
he's
is that?
The orange cat is a snorer. Really bad.
Cute.
Yeah. Oh, he's like snore purring.
Gross.
What, your cat doesn't snore? I've seen that cat's face. It's got breathing problems for sure.
Yeah, he snores.
Yeah. Sean, you guys got any pets there in the new place?
We got 2 dogs. We got our old dog she's senile. She's lost her mind. She doesn't know where she is a lot of the time. So it's kind of sad, but
she probably actually doesn't know where she is. You guys
she
moved
might not.
several
Yeah.
states away.
But then we've got this other weird, long, stout. It's like a Doberman and a Basset Hound or something. He's got this weird body on him. He's a great dog, though.
Yeah.
Just because I love him.
Oh, that's you, Sean. Yeah, I met that dog. That dog was nice.
Yeah, he's a great dog. That
Nice.
cat decides to
Sean,
walk in every
you
now and then.
get
Then wants to leave.
you get your third 9.
Rhymes again?
You get your third one.
Frick. All right. Third rhyme. Man, I'm having trouble coming up with the rhymes.
Well, then you shouldn't
just do a word for the love of God.
You should stop pulling a fucking 9 every time. Then come on, dude.
Okay, I'm just doing a word though.
No. You gotta do the full sentence.
No, don't just do a word. Okay, I got a good sentence because I just looked outside into the woods. It's scary in the woods.
It's scarier in the hoods.
Oh, Emily's gonna screw it up again. Damn.
I know she is.
Nah, Emily's got the goods.
Nice. Go, Paul. Then Allegra.
It's not enough words.
There you go.
What if you can't come up with something?
I actually can't come up with anything. Sorry.
Yeah, you should.
Right
You should go. You should go on to OnlyFans and see the nudes.
That's not.
Hey-o.
Oh, hilarious.
Like every other rhyme, I've had one kind of packed and ready to go.
Uh-huh.
But this time, nope.
Nope.
Put her on the spot.
Drop it like it's hot.
No.
Well, all right. What were we saying? Oh yeah, good pupper. What the fuck was that?
And my cat's like meowing at
Getting
something.
sounds.
Oh, there's
You
a tack. There's a tack on the wall. He thinks it's a bug. He's like freaking out. This little tack.
He wants to get it so bad. You should pull it out of the wall, the poor cat.
Oh, he's sitting below it now. I'm just like.
Yeah, he
looking.
thinks it's a fly.
Emily, you seriously had a look of alarm on your face.
He was like coming towards me and like doing his little
Oh.
scream.
I was worried.
He's coming straight at me.
He's not bright. I thought he might attack me. Oh my god.
Why are you leaving that? Pull that out of the wall. It's not holding up anything. It's just teasing the cat.
It's a structural attack.
He's going to knock down the painting on the way
Yeah.
to get the tech.
He likes to attack the paintings. I don't know what that. Maybe because they're me.
Did you make those?
Oh,
What? Did I make them?
You make.
No, my boyfriend did.
Oh, he made those.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. We're in the future, in the near future, going to do a painting episode of the rebranding podcast where we have a professional wine and art artist take us through a painting. Oh,
That
that's
sounds
me.
super fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping it will be. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't, but the problem is we gotta come up with or she's gonna come up with an original painting, and then we gotta go buy supplies. Paul, truth or dare? I don't know. I don't know why I put truth or dare in there because I hate trying to come up with them.
I don't know. Either way.
What's the fastest you've got your sports car up to? Your new fancy sports car.
So I really don't. I guess the fastest. I probably haven't taken it above like 87 or so. Did a road trip a while back, and I like accidentally pushed it a little too far, like in the dark in the rain, because I wasn't paying attention. So yeah.
You didn't skid out or anything?
No.
Jesus.
No. This
I'm
thing's
gonna
got
get feedback now.
This thing's got really sticky tires on it. It's
Nice.
stuck to the road.
Did you have any issue?
What do you get your car up to, David? What's the fastest you've gone in that thing?
This particular car, I don't think I've taken it over 100. But there was this one time coming back from the beach, and this Z28 pulled up next to us, but it was an older model, and we played around a little bit. I got it in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had my old Porsche. I got it up to probably 115, heading up I-5 North.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah, my car is really it's really good on the acceleration, but it's not like at the top end. It has a little less power.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got 450 horsepower, but it's also like 5,300 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of it's a beast.
Yeah. Did you have any problem finding any charging stations on the road trip?
No, not at all, because it's got a gas backup on it.
Oh, okay.
So when you're doing long distance in one of these, like mostly by the time the battery runs down, you're gonna hear the engine actually revving pretty high because it'll be in like pretty heavy generation mode. So yeah.
Okay, I got you.
But no, like probably the fun part is accelerating from a stop.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be kind of careful because I forget what they're called, but the bits of metal that connect to the other bits of metal that make it go forward, one of them is a little soft.
Yeah.
So if you can't really do a jackrabbit start on it without doing damage over time, so you have to get rolling just a little bit, and then you can floor it. Once you get things actually connected and locked together,
yeah,
just open it up, and it will really take off. Like if the tires aren't warmed up, they will skid because they're like.
Paul, you get a 9. You get a 9 for rhyme. So it's gonna go Paul, Allegra, Sean, me, Emily.
Oh,
good call.
I guess it's me this time.
Allegra.
I can think of a rhyme.
Oh, that was what I was gonna do. I already used time. Shit, guys.
Drink. Hey, Sean, drink, and that's just fine.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. That doesn't rhyme.
Yeah, it doesn't.
He's the one that pulled a 9.
It rhymes with cops. Sorry. From a movie.
You rapping it.
I wish I had some of that lime.
Your hair is full of grime.
Can I say time? Is that already?
That was the first one.
Time doesn't rhyme with time. Jeez.
Just run the middle of the word.
I can't think of anything.
All right.
You guys do that thing where you go A, B, C, A, bime, chime, dime, dime.
Nope.
No, but kinda. No, but kinda.
Hey, I sent everybody the photo of that bitch
Oh.
eating the cotton candy
That dumb bitch.
in the chat. I don't know if you can view it. I tried.
I can click to download.
Oh, is that what you have to do?
All right.
What's 4 megabytes?
Click to open. What we got?
All right.
Oh
where did
yeah,
it
that
say
looks
to?
super awkward.
Oh, she was 14 in this?
This
Different
girl's
girl.
older.
Different
Okay.
girl.
I was like, wow, she looks.
I actually don't hate that picture though.
I do. I super hate it.
That's
Yeah,
how-
we hated it.
That's how you eat 2-day-old cotton candy.
That's how you eat like potato chips that are too big to fit in your mouth. You like take
I have a
bite.
big mouth. Those don't
You look-
exist.
She looked terrified or very angry.
She looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like the right way to eat cotton candy is to like pull it apart into filaments and
Yeah,
like
you gotta pull off just enough that it fits in your mouth, and then it melts. Yeah.
We thought she would just put it on her tongue, you know, like.
She's really biting that
if
thing.
I were doing it for a shoot, it would be like
Have you never had like old cotton candy that's been compacted though?
Ugh, gross.
That's how you
No,
have to
I
eat
don't
it.
think it's gross because you can bite it.
Yeah.
Growing up in the South, old cotton candy would get you would get these little beads of
Oh, sure,
liquefied
'cause
because
moisture.
it's humid, right?
Yeah.
So old cotton candy would usually just sort of get like it would sort of shrink and like turn sticky and wet.
Yeah.
Where did you
I've seen that
where
too.
did you experience this?
The South.
Okay, I thought you said South America or
No, they
Did
don't
you?
have.
Well, it
They
is
don't,
America and it is in the South. Yep.
they don't have
South America,
cotton candy in South America.
It's South America, yeah.
I pulled an 8, which is a rule, and my rule is going to be getting rid of the little man rule.
God bless.
Oh,
can't handle your own rule. All
it was
right.
stupid. It was a terrible idea.
that's Bush League.
You're Bush League, bro. Oh, look at this. No little man.
Wow, you just drank that without taking the little man off. That's awesome.
He's already off. He's off. Oh, he got fired.
Oh,
He doesn't live on rims anymore. Yes. Cotton candy in the South. Terrible idea.
My niece is 5 now, and
Uh-huh.
we were at like a cultural event. She got cotton candy, and her method of eating it is to grab a chunk and then squeeze it as hard as she can.
Yeah.
And then maybe she eats it, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she just hands you a sticky handful of it.
oh, that's the
Oh,
worst.
Terrible.
Imagine how gross her hands would be.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't have to imagine. I got curious because she came over and she's like, Auntie Allegra, I'm sticky. And I'm like, yeah, you are sticky. Now I know you.
That's gross.
Thank you.
Well, like little
Sticky.
babies to toddlers will eat. They take their hand and they stick the whole thing
Yeah.
in their mouth, and then it comes out like that. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Motor
They're
skills,
weird
bro.
people.
Well, they don't have motor skills. They just can't figure it out.
Motor skills. I got such good motor skills.
When you were
I
3?
pride myself on is my motor skills.
When you were 3?
No, today. My motor skills would stack
Yeah,
up
I
against
get it.
anyone's.
I'm sure they've gotten only
Against any child.
left.
Against any 3-year-old, my motor skills will dominate.
Nice motor skills, chump.
So they get to about 6 or so, and then if you've ever played video games online against a 6 or 7-year-old,
Crush them.
no, not
No,
necessarily.
I never stop playing video games, dude. I play them day.
Sure, yeah. I'm reminded of this one time, like many years ago. I was playing Burnout after work one day
Mhm.
at the company there, and we had this like Xbox or whatever, and so we get online, and 2 for you, so 2 for David.
All right.
And like I'm playing against this British guy, and it's pretty fun. And then he's like, "All right, well, hey, I've got to go do something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my 6-year-old kid on with you." I'm like, "Okay, all right." And this little bastard talked so much crap, like
Really?
he was just cursing up a storm. He was like,
It got in your head
mocking
right
in a
away.
way that only the English can do.
Did he beat you?
Constant, absolute stream of abuse. It's really good.
Oh, I take that, mate.
That's Australia, but try again. But yeah, this absolute stream of abuse, uproarious laughter as he repeatedly wrecked me, and like literally and figuratively, because that's a game. But I like offered somebody else a controller, and they're like, "No, it's way more fun to watch you." So yeah.
Well, you put pretty colorful yourself with video games, so I can see how it would be entertaining for them.
Yeah, like,
watching.
but my normal my normal things I would say in video games at the time were a little bit colorful.
I was never a good
usually-
shit talker on video games. I never got into the shit talking.
Well, there's a certain famous word that I never said just because I wasn't raised with it, but like almost anything else you can think of, yeah. And then, but I couldn't say any of that. I couldn't.
No, because it's a
anything.
6-year-old.
Yeah, it's like I can't.
Can't talk shit.
6-year-old a pig fucker. That's just
But
I think you should.
6-year-old on the other side of the world, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you're gonna be the bigger guy. Come on, Paul. He's small for once.
He was the bigger guy.
Exactly.
was
That's what I'm
6.
saying. Well,
I hope Paul was the bigger guy. It's a big ass 6-year-old.
6-year-old.
just a giant.
he's probably
Giant 6-year-old.
well, he's probably about 18 by now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You should find him because now you can talk
Find
shit.
him and go fuck him up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, do you remember fucking Burnout, you little kid? Punch him in the dick.
You're like, I haven't forgot.
I've been
was 10
waiting
years
12
ago.
years.
I've been
I've been
waiting.
waiting 12 years
hell
to
are you?
punch you in the dick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Paul just shows up at his door one of these days. You remember 12 years ago we played Burnout?
Yeah. Like fucking Jay and Silent Bob and shit.
Exactly.
Did you say so I have this new chair and I found out something about it recently. I got it because I wanted to get one with a stiff back, but it's got this
You like the stiff mix, I know. Yeah.
it's got a thing here like you do in a car seat. It's got a lever and just the back will go. And I'm 4 for horse. But someone came over to my house and they're like, "Oh, I have that same chair. Isn't it weird how far back it goes?" Apparently it goes all the
Animal.
way.
That chair you're sitting in right now?
Oh my god.
Because a dentist.
It goes all the way back.
So that's for like total like
I have no idea what it's for.
video game cafe bugmen addicts who need to go take a nap during the session.
Right, but with your feet
Right.
on the floor, it wouldn't be. What it is if you have a computer over at your friend's place and you have no place to go, kick your feet up on an ottoman. Now you have a place to sleep for the night.
No, you don't put them on the ottoman. You put the tower under the desk. You put your feet on the tower.
Oh, there you go. That'll work. Did we lose Sean? What happened to Sean?
If someone can plan enough to have an ottoman, they probably also can plan enough to have a couch or a food.
No, it's for like when you have a friend who has an apartment, but you still live at your parents' house,
Right, but
but
they're
you
not
never
gonna-
want to be there.
They're not going to have an ottoman.
No.
No.
You don't think the friends with an apartment are gonna have an ottoman?
No.
Likely not. No.
Sounds like we
You'll
grew
have,
up in different
one friend
circles.
Who has an ottoman, but it'll be because like their parents gave it to them.
Yeah.
Or it came for free with something else. But yeah.
I don't have an ottoman. Take it back. Our new baby chair has an ottoman. We have one ottoman, and it's in the nursery.
I'm staunchly against the ottomans. Yeah.
Whole empire.
That's your stance on ottomans.
whole empire?
They are not in the right place. They're on rightful Greek clay, and they should be sent back to the Altai Mountains.
Well, they don't exist anymore. So they haven't since what 1914, 19. I don't know. I'm not the history guy.
19.
Yeah, chime in, Sean.
Yeah, Sean. When did
Well,
the
it's just
Ottoman
about on
Empire-
the right track. It's got to be sometime during the First World War, probably. Towards the
Yeah.
end.
They dissolved after losing the World War, and then some things happened involving a independence war with Greece, and then the Young Turks happened, and the Albanian genocide, not
Armenia?
Armenian. Thank you, genocide.
It's fine. I'm not blaming you.
Who?
Shut up, woman. And
Yeah.
Anyway.
they're-
I don't know. I don't remember exactly when they stopped being Ottomans and started being Turkey.
Start being real. True story.
I have a question. Do you guys all play video games? Everybody here?
I'm
Not really.
casual.
Every day.
I endeavor to play more video games, but I don't.
I endeavor to play fewer, but I still do.
That's fine.
Who is it?
5. Waterfall. Sean, you start. Oh, shit.
Okay, do you guys all yell when
Really
you
feel like-
play the video games?
Not
Like,
once.
No, you don't
Never.
yell a lot?
Never.
I yell when I play Candy Crush sometimes. Like, fucking owl.
Do you remember Bejeweled?
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever happened to Bejeweled, and why did Candy Crush become a thing? Because it's the same game.
I only had like some levels on Bejeweled.
Yeah.
I feel like Candy Crush is good at having like, I don't know, interesting puzzles, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I remember.
I don't have Bejeweled on my phone.
There was a Penny Arcade about Bejeweled when it was popular, and it was like God talking to Jesus. He's like, "Hey, shouldn't you get down there for the rapture?" Not now, Dad. I'm bejeweling. It was so addictive. It really was, though, so addictive.
Yeah.
I was thinking during the waterfall, though, wouldn't it be really funny if Sean, his froze right mid waterfall, and we're just like,
We're just like,
I was
Can
thinking.
you pause the video so it stays on one thing?
I don't know. I don't even know how to use Zoom. I need
Aren't
to
you
set.
paying for a subscription?
Yeah, I push record, and that's about it.
Mm.
I like.
Or
send out invites.
if Sean just picked up like an empty bottle and was just like,
I thought about doing that. Just stop and be like,
I think we'd notice. I hope we'd notice an empty bottle.
probably not.
As much as Allegra caught him with the little man, I'm sure she'd catch an empty bottle.
Allegra was on everybody with a little man. Boom, boom,
I
boom.
mean, you brought me in on the first podcast to be moderator. It's
Yeah.
hard to leave my roots.
Funny.
Damn roots.
Okay, my point was one of my neighbors
Yes.
is a gamer, but we didn't know this, and he likes to yell when he plays video games, and he's really loud, and he has a girlfriend there. We thought they were getting into like domestic,
Yeah.
because he's like,
You dumb bitch.
yeah, he's like, you stupid fucking bitch, and if he loses, he'll like throw shit. So it took us a long time to figure out it was video games and not like. We thought about calling the cops a couple times.
Do you ever bang on the wall like, shut the fuck up?
No, I'm afraid of them. They've yelled at me a couple times.
Why'd they yell at you?
Just like that I leave shit on my back porch and sometimes it falls off onto their porch and they're crazy.
Do you leave shit on your back porch that falls off onto their back porch?
Oh, it was like plant stuff and it was like decorations one time. What's for? Okay.
Whores.
Yeah, I forgot you can't rhyme. Where's
Whores?
for horse? You can't rhyme.
Why do you
No,
hate
but-
rhyming though?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm just not good at it. No, I'm not smart.
I finally nagged her down. She gets it now. I've been on her so hard for so long. Now I feel bad.
Nagged. Gosh, that's so horrible.
Shit. If she gave a shit what I thought, it might be bad, but she doesn't, obviously. Why would she?
It's true. You're
Why would
right
anyone?
You're not supposed
They
to
don't.
self-neg, David.
Huh?
You're not supposed to self-neg.
He's trying to build himself up. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
I don't know if you've met me, but I don't think confidence is my problem. Right? or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing. Why? Okay.
Why am I
David,
so
you're-
confident being so
No,
fat
but you
and
always
bald?
have been.
I
You've
have
been
no
comfortable
idea.
in your skin.
No.
You haven't
I have
been?
not. No.
Well, you have no problem like engaging with people.
I like
remember
talking to
it's
people.
like- what's that?
I like talking to people.
And that doesn't take any confidence or what?
To enjoy talking to people? No.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm just naturally fucking charming, I mean, that I didn't even work on that. That's just
Because I
just
struggled
right.
for years and years. I couldn't talk to people at all. Just
you
couldn't
talked
talk.
to
I was
whoever
scared.
you wanted.
What's that?
You talked to whoever you wanted, and everyone thought you were nice.
Yeah, but internally, the internal dialogue was, "Don't talk to people because I'm scared of it." You never had that problem.
No.
David
No.
also has no problem pulling bitches. Like, you pull so many bitches. I'm just like,
You pull bitches, David?
Yeah.
Uh,
How many bitches do you pull?
always.
I pull bitches. I don't know what you're talking about right now.
So, have you guys ever seen Henry Kissinger?
Oh, sure.
Son of a bitch. Talks like a moron, advocates horrible things. That man can pull bitches, or could pull bitches. I think he's
Really?
dead. He might still be
Kissinger
alive.
could.
He did.
Kissinger could,
Yeah.
huh?
It's different though when you're like a famous and powerful person.
Even before he's famous and powerful, that man really, really could pull.
Really?
Yeah. It's a personality type.
Even with that fucking Ben Stein voice.
Yeah. Yep. Even with the irritating Ben Stein voice.
Maybe that's what happened is Ferris Bueller came out and he would just talk to chicks and be like, check this out.
But it was
Bueller,
way before Bueller.
Bueller,
Yeah, no.
Bueller.
Did any of you watch Win Ben Stein's Money? Like that
Yeah,
was my
sure did.
favorite.
Allegra.
Okay.
Ben Stein's
You
money-
had to bring up Ben Stein's money.
That
Yeah.
was a really entertaining show.
Isn't that where
Yeah.
isn't that where Jimmy Kimmel came out? 5, make a rule. Nope, sorry, 5 waterfall.
Oh, I was all excited to make a rule. Made me feel powerful.
I'm
Okay,
the-
no, you're talking about.
Okay, waterfall then. Oh. So foamy.
Waterfall with wine is different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You just gotta be tough.
Pounding
I
wine.
am tough. It's just I usually drink wine to enjoy it. Yeah, it does wine because I didn't want to be like quite so like didn't want all the carbonation, you know.
Yeah.
Oof.
So I want to talk more about Henry Kissinger pulling
Bitches.
bitches.
Yeah.
What did he look? I'm gonna look him up.
Oh, he looks like a fat Ben Stein
He's a box little bastard.
with glasses.
Yeah.
I'm shy. Yeah, I've never quite understood that.
I don't.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Your face.
And he always
Wait, are you looking at me or him?
Joking.
Both.
Are you looking at me or him?
When we used to do the podcast in person, Emily would show up to my house. I'd open up the door. That's what she'd say every time. Ugh.
Ugh.
Okay, let's go talk. Ugh. I love that your perception of me is I pull bitches, though. I love it. Is that
But
what
you-
you?
but
That's
you
what you think? I wish.
Okay.
Not like I used to. Man, when I was skinny and had hair, woo, watch out. That's probably not true.
That's been a long time ago.
You know what? Probably not true. I probably did better bald and fat. I've probably done better bald and fat.
So it is
stupid.
just a
That's
personality
fucking
thing.
stupid. It must be.
That's what we're learning.
But how many people do you know that fucking hate my personality too?
Well,
A lot. It's a lot. A
Well,
lot of people.
that's a good point because the difference is you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
Whereas some people will like you or not, but they can make that decision.
Putting
And
yourself out there isn't
A
always
bitch.
the best way to get people to like you. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm curious, David. I don't feel like it's a straight like one versus the other. It's more of spectrum. But introvert versus extrovert, what do you consider yourself?
Both. It's situational. Like I'm
Situational.
when I'm comfortable, I'll take this one. When I'm comfortable, yeah, I'm more of an extrovert. When I'm around my people, but around strangers and shit, I don't know. It depends. You know what? I can be both in any situation, but I would say that I'm. Fuck, I don't know. This is for
What do
me.
you
It
feel
is.
charges your
Rule.
boundaries the most?
I'm going to give this rule to you, Allegra. You can have it.
Okay. I want to do moose.
What's that?
So if I do this, everybody else has to do that, and the last person to do it has to drink.
I'm going to hit this microphone, but we'll try.
No, you know,
So am I an introvert or an extrovert?
Extrovert. You're an extrovert.
Probably, but there's times when I'm very not.
Well, sure.
I don't like new
Like I said,
situations.
I don't feel like anyone is completely one or completely the other. Like, even like all introverts still like people and their friends, and extroverts still need some quiet time. But like,
Yeah.
what
If
tends to charge your batteries, I think is how to break it down.
I don't like going into new situations. I don't like not knowing what's going on, and I don't like using the telephone. So those are times when I'm an introvert.
Well, I guess more operational question is, if you find yourself in person around an attractive female that you don't really know very well, how would you rate yourself?
Damn it.
Or what, introvert or extrovert?
It all depends on them, on if I can talk to them about something. If I can't talk to them about nothing, then I'm not going to over-engage.
Well, how do you know if you can talk to them about something?
Well, I'll talk to anyone.
Okay.
See, that's the thing, though, David. You talk to anyone, and confidence is really topical, isn't it? Like, it's the topics that
But
you're
I
talking
don't.
about where you have confidence in.
But in those situations, it's not a confidence thing. I will, even if it's a hot chick, I will talk to her as a person first, right?
And that's how you pull bitches.
Kind of.
Treating
You have a
bitches
way
like
of
humans.
connecting with people.
Right. See, the other thing is David's a natural at this. He doesn't really know what he's doing, right? That's the
Right.
problem. The problem with talking to someone who's good at something is they can't tell you how they're doing it. Okay, like there's a number of things I'm pretty good at, and there are things that'll bore you, but I can't tell people how to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think if I can get talking with someone, I'm going to toss in some jokes. If I could get people to laugh, then I loosen up, and then away we go. And if I can't get any sort of ice-breaking laughs and shit, then I don't engage really so much.
I know the first thing that you talked to me about, because we were at a party and we had just met, and you were talking about how much you love like 90s grunge, I think, because that's how I was dressed. And I was like, oh yeah, I love grunge, whatever. And then you just want to talk about like 90s music. And you decided we were like immediately friends.
No,
You decided
I fucked up, didn't I?
You decided that we were immediately friends. See, that's the thing that you could do.
I'll drink. I don't know. So we started talking, right? And
Yeah.
and it's, I mean,
that's what you did. You found a subject that we
it's
could
easy for us
about.
to talk. Yeah.
And that's, I think,
what Emily saw when you saying, and then you decided that we were immediately friends.
That he decided he liked me then, you know?
So what you're describing is, well, what you perceived there, what you're describing is charisma, right? So the ability to get the other person to say, oh, this person has decided that we're friends now. I guess we're friends now.
Yeah, that is how it happened. So.
Right? That's you nailed it. You nailed it, Paul. And it's innate in you, Townsy. Like, I hate you for it, and I love you for it too.
I like that this turned into us psychoanalyzing David.
I know. What's funny is everything you just
so sad.
It's me. Everything you just said, you can also apply to Sean when we started talking again, because like we hadn't talked for years and years and years. Hit him up out of the blue to do the podcast, and then since then he's been on a bunch of podcasts and we've been friends. The same thing happened then too. I suck people into my world.
You have this way of connecting
suck
with
people in.
Yeah. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
And then since I'm so fat, you guys just get stuck in my orbit.
You're so non-threatening.
Me non-threatening? I don't know about that. Ugh, I don't know.
Oh,
Oh boy, yeah. You guys just go ahead, cycle now. I mean, that's fun.
We can do this every week. There's so
Oh
much.
boy, let's just not do
Really.
that. Break down each one. This one's on
Gross,
E.
what?
So you're,
Tin for sin. I have never.
Who is it? Is it me?
Me. It's me.
Okay.
Unless you want to, you can take an I never. I can get loosey goosey with the rules.
I have an I never.
You have one? Okay.
I've
Good, 'cause
never.
I didn't.
I've never had a dog as a pet. Ever.
I knew
That's
you were
why
gonna
you're
do
a
that.
terrible
I
person.
knew you were going to do that.
I'm a cat person. Sean, you've never had a dog?
I've had dogs.
Did you drink?
You have to drink.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to drink if I
Yeah,
had dogs?
She
She's-
said something she's never done that you've done. So you
Oh,
have to
and
drink.
then you drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm curious, Sean, like, have you played any drinking games not on this podcast? Because there's a lot of like standard things that you seem unfamiliar with.
Oh, let's get Sean now. Let's get Sean now. Okay. It seems to me,
No,
Sean,
I had a
that
kid
you,
when I was 20, so I haven't really been to parties and stuff. I went to
That's
Washington
fair.
State University, which is like party school, and that's where I had my second kid. So I don't know.
That's fair.
I really didn't start seeing like doing parties until I mean, even David's little get-togethers aren't really parties; they're just friends hanging out, and that was like,
Yeah, it's kind of a different dynamic.
yeah,
those are the kind of parties I like when it's like, 12 people.
yeah.
Yeah, you can actually like hear each other and enjoy conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I have not participated in drinking games, so ever. Although so I had this company and I played champagne pong in Las Vegas, but that's probably the only thing I've done.
That sounds
great.
I'm going to be getting a ping pong table, a full ass one in my garage.
Dude, I could have given you one.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Now I got to go buy a new one. I've been driving the truck a bit lately.
Cool.
It's nice. It's way different from the Camaro, for sure.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
You get up to 70 miles an hour on the highway, you feel like it's gonna fall apart.
Oh yeah, I don't really take it on the highway. But yeah, no, like today my car's parked in the garage or in the driveway, and then my mother-in-law parked behind me. The truck's out on the street. I'm like, all right, guess I'm taking the truck. No problem. It's nice to have an extra car.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing was good to me for a long time.
Yeah, 140,000 miles worth of good time. Did you buy it new?
I bought it with 30,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When this thing craps out, I think my next vehicle I'm going to buy might be a truck. I'm going to try to. The original idea was to trade the Camaro in for a newer Camaro, but I might not do that. I might just hang on to the Camaro and get myself like a Tundra or something.
Dude, the beauty part of that pickup is it's an engine and a transmission. There's no options, and so if it craps out, it's one of those parts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not complicated. It's a great ride.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Tesla truck? The
I want one. I want one so bad.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, I want one.
It's so ugly that I love it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Ugly. It's like a generational thing. My son
For
is
40 grand.
fanatic about
Love it.
Yeah, it's 39.
Yeah. I that's also an option on the table.
You would get
We'll
that?
see. Oh fuck.
Like if that had been available when I needed to replace my car, I would have gone with that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how many there even got out yet. So.
None.
Haven't they pre-sold like 40,000?
Right, but how many are they going to be able to roll out? Like,
We'll do okay.
Tesla isn't great at producing large amounts of vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but old Elon will literally sleep in his office and work the line himself to get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Get things out on time. So, also,
David, I would pay to see you drive. I want to see you drive that around Hazeldale.
Fuck yeah. Well, I'm hopefully not living in Hazeldale for long, but I would definitely drive it around Hazeldale.
Sorry, what were you saying, Paul?
Oh, I don't remember. Wasn't important.
About
Elon Musk being a crazy person.
Yeah, he said something about selling the houses he owns and having no possessions or something. And It's
He said,
impossible to tell how much he's just shit posting.
Does a kid count as a
but
possession?
No, only if you're really strong libertarian.
he was
Then-
on the
then
Joe
you're
Rogan
ready to
podcast
talk.
talking about getting down to one house. He's
But
like,
he
"I
did
don't-"
list all his houses.
He's-
They're all on the market now.
He's like, he was talking about getting down to one house. He was like, it doesn't make sense why I have so many houses other than just to have them. I was like, oh yeah, cool, makes sense. I mean, if I had his kind of money, I would definitely have houses, but not in the same area. I wouldn't fucking Johnny Depp it, that's for sure. Johnny Depp,
Depp?
Johnny Depp did.
he bought up his whole block. He bought every house on his street.
Love
I
it.
kind of appreciate that a little bit.
Private.
My
So-
dream,
so
my
that-
greatest
so-
ambition
So that
is
he
to go
didn't have
outside and be
neighbors.
able to pee without my neighbors seeing me.
Yeah, I think there was one holdout guy,
I think that's a good ambition.
but he had the rest of the houses on the street, and that way he didn't have any neighbors and shit. Okay, I guess that's me. I talk too much, is what this is showing me.
Yeah,
Sean,
shut the
if you
fuck
just
up.
have some like bamboo or laurel, like you could probably realize your dream.
Yeah.
And
With a big piece of bamboo?
well, like
Well,
bamboo,
like the
bamboo
hedge,
spreads really easily.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
the
put
pissing
it
dream.
Oh, yeah.
Force.
I was thinking force for horse. I was thinking just a big piece of bamboo where I connected into my wang and then just pee when I need.
You know
Yeah,
what I
what
wanted to
you
do?
do.
like pee
What I-
down the tube.
It's like a bamboo
Yeah, pee
didgeridoo.
tube. Yeah.
So we used to have these get-togethers over at this person's house, and in the back of their garage, it was their parents' house. Their dad put in, basically it was like a funnel and a hose that went into the ground just outside the garage, so that you didn't have to go all the way inside to take a piss.
It's innovative.
Yeah, it was great. I was like, oh, that should be in a lot of places. Just dig it into the ground so that it's,
Just give the people what they want. They want pee
Really,
tubes
I mean-
in their living rooms.
You
Yeah.
probably don't need to. You probably don't want to do that anymore. You want to grow plants.
I don't care about plants. Fuck plants.
God damn it!
If these plants
Drinking beer.
anywhere near my garage, you kidding me?
I don't know, man.
We have lots of plants.
Yeah, I like plants.
I'm really excited that my rhubarb is doing well and the artichoke has 4 blooms on it right now.
Oh, cool.
I might
What do you
get
do with
some
rhubarb?
artichoke here.
I love rhubarb.
What do you do with it?
Put it in
Rhubarb?
a pie.
Pies.
Yeah.
Mostly
Rhubarb pub's kind of gross.
I made
never
a
had-
rhubarb smoothie.
Yeah. Strawberry rhubarb pie.
As fuck.
Great.
I've never had a rhubarb.
Heart and
I
tea.
would rather just have a strawberry pie.
Rhubarb balances it a little bit,
I don't know about a straight strawberry pie. I'm gonna have to back off on that one. But I've never had anything rhubarb ever.
I will make
It
stuff,
grows.
and when lockdown is lifted, I will make you stuff.
Okay.
Maybe go before.
I'll try anything.
It is fun to can stuff from your garden. I tell you, it's
Yeah,
yeah, it
satisfying.
really is.
Do you guys have any space to grow anything where you're at now?
Me, yeah,
Yeah. You
I do. I didn't play anything this year, but maybe next year.
Yours not over. You get something out.
It's June. The growing season out here is not. You guys have a long growing season out there, and to be fair, I do too. But I don't know, man. It's freaking mid-June. I'm probably not going to do anything this year.
You could start putting in things like trees or shrubs or stuff as like.
Yeah,
It's for baby plants, though.
Yeah.
Like
What's
summer's a hard time for starting things.
Yeah, I guess Midwest.
I guess
Are
it
you-
is.
are you
Summer.
hitting
Well, it's
May?
not summer yet, right? Isn't it on the 21st?
20th, technically, I think, this year.
Yeah.
It's June. It's summer.
I mean, I agree. Don't get me wrong. As soon as we have a 90-degree day, it's summer. Fuck it. Me again, because I fucking
Summer is
talk too
June, July,
much.
and August. I think spring is March, April, and May. Winter is December, January, February.
I don't want to do another truth or dare. Does someone want to do that? Someone want to take it from me?
Oh,
Last person has to take it.
That's
I think.
Oh, they tied.
They tied. You two can come up with one.
You're not the
moves.
you're not the moose though, David.
That's not how.
That was for me giving. Okay, fine. Allegra, truth or dare?
I feel like truth will be easier to do over Zoom.
How many people have you stabbed in your lifetime?
Stabbed?
Hard to say.
Can I guess? Can I
Maybe
guess? Can I
people.
guess? I'm going to guess. And I'm going to guess 650.
Is this because she's?
Am I way under?
I'm honestly not sure. I know that on the charts at my work, I've done over 12,000 venipunctures. But
Right.
a lot of those are return
Repeats,
people.
yeah.
So I honestly have no idea how many individual people.
Well, 12,000 times is a good number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Yes.
Stabby, stabby, stab. Stabby, stabby,
That's what she does for a living.
stab.
Vampire stab.
Have you stabbed people in a non-medical way?
That would include piercing.
Pierce my own ear.
Oh, stabbed yourself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stop stabbing yourself. Stop stabbing yourself. Stop stabbing yourself. Hey, if you see Sean
There's situation.
just start to get back in the frame, throw up the Bullwinkles, and we can just totally stick them.
You know what? I gave my sister a stick and poke tattoo. That's the only time I've stabbed somebody.
You gave your sister a jailhouse tattoo.
Yeah.
Is it still there?
Yeah, she got it gone over by a real tattoo artist, so it looks better now.
What was the original one?
What was the tattoo of?
It's just right here on her hand, and it's just an alien head.
What's stick and poke?
Oh, you just take a little, like a sewing needle, and you like dip it in India ink, and then you stab it.
Wow.
Jailhouse tattoo.
Yeah, old school, like monochromatic. Just the needle isn't injecting anything; it's just ink on the surface, and you just.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm curious. What is the worst tattoo that you've seen in person? I think that would be a great.
Oh man. I can't
think
think
the worst I've seen are just like on really like an old guy, like his Navy anchor tattoo.
Yeah, I've seen some
Those
of
are actually
those.
kind of cool.
Yeah, and I think there's some truth to that too, Paul. I agree.
Okay, I knew this really, really white guy, like blonde hair, blue-eyed, really pale, and he had
Are you
this
talking about
big...
me?
No.
I'm really
I'll
clear. But
He
go
had
on.
big-
he had this big eagle tattoo across his whole chest, and
Conor McGregor.
all it needed was just like a little swastika. I mean,
Guys.
it looked so like it looked like a Nazi tat. I didn't know how to tell him. He thought it looked really good.
I think my favorite bad tattoo on somebody that I've seen in person. He was a rather large dude.
Mhm.
And halfway down his calf, he had the tattoo that read, "Size doesn't matter," with an arrow pointing up.
Ah,
Like, that is not ambiguous. Anytime you wear shorts, it will be visible. Like, you kind of have to respect that.
So do you think that he was talking about his peenie?
I think maybe. Like, I'm not really sure what else.
People who get for men who get really obese,
they're
the
peenie high.
body dynamics cause things
So
to.
the peenie actually appears smaller. When you're skinny,
It
it's
does.
like
It
this.
also like because of the attachment
I'm
point.
loving
ligament,
this.
it actually does draw slightly up into the body because the ligament back up in there. The anchoring ligament attaches on.
From the rule of thumb I've heard is 2 inches off your belly will expose another inch of dick. I'm telling you that's not true. Because I would have an 8-foot dick.
I've heard you lose a 1/4 inch for every like 30 pounds you're overweight.
Yeah,
That sounds more right.
it probably starts at a point. Anyway,
It's probably not linear.
And
Yeah.
different people like gain weight differently.
yeah.
But
And it depends what you have to start with. So you can't be like, it's small because I'm fat if it was already small.
So Paul, where does the penile ligament actually attach?
I don't
Your
remember.
spine. It just
Oh, it's back on the spine.
it's
Okay.
brainstem, and
That's
then
why they
comes
say
right
that
on
some
the-
men think with their dick. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, it's got a direct line right up the spine of the brain.
Yeah, I
I
don't,
should know. I'm a doctor.
I don't remember.
Oh, by the way, Sean, while you were gone, the answer was 12,000 times she's stabbed someone.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yep.
Not 12,000 people, but times.
Times, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of repeat customers.
A lot of repeat people.
I tell you, I drink and I just have to pee constantly. It's insane. It's ridiculous.
Well, on these chats, what you should do is just get a funnel and a jug.
Just get a bamboo stick.
Get a
One
bamboo
of those
stick.
things, the stadium buddy,
Yeah,
right?
Get a bamboo stick.
Oh, Lord. Stadium buddy.
So I guess I should circle back to the stabbing. Are you also including like finger stabbings? Because I've done a lot more of those.
Paul, make a rule.
Ooh.
Make a rule. Oh, shit. I'm totally unprepared for this. I think...
Really?
I'm out of stuff. Hold on.
Water.
Oh yeah, I'm out of water.
boy, I'm really tempted to say no drinking water.
Oh.
You can't make somebody drink.
I know.
He gets a glass of milk and just starts pounding it.
That'd be even worse. Until it comes out her nose.
I don't know. Is she lactose intolerant?
No, it's just you drink enough milk and it's going to come out your nose. Lactose intolerant or not.
Emily, do you have any other beverages aside from milk? Or not milk?
Water?
Water?
You've
Water,
never heard of
yeah.
it? Water?
I literally don't.
Okay.
No.
Water?
She drank them all last night, apparently.
A new rule: anytime you drink, you do have to say "for the Queen."
Oh, God.
All
For
right.
the Queen?
Gotcha.
You have to say "for the Queen."
Which queen?
Darcel.
You know, we're not
obviously.
going to get
Freddie
real.
Mercury?
No.
No,
Out of respect, it's for Darcel.
no, no. They need to be a proper monarch. You've got a few to choose from.
I mean, if
You know, your history podcast teaches
we're
me.
in PDX and Darcel was there for years and years and years. Long reign.
For the queen.
Has she like
Gross.
stepped down or something?
Yes. Yeah, they closed. Yep. That's
Paul, are you a monarchist?
well, that was the plan though, is this year to step down. And then when they started to become the COVID stuff, they're just like, all right, that's it. You know, a few months early, but it was still the plan.
Okay. I hadn't heard.
Yeah. Again, I might not have the story absolutely
For the
correct.
queen.
For the Queen.
Yes, monarchy is best because if you have mass media, then the news controls your democracy. Democracy is not possible in any place where the TV controls your thoughts. But if you have a monarch and they're an asshole, you can just shoot them. Or
I for the first time this year met someone who is like a true monarchist, and he was explaining it to me, and he's like, yeah, if we just elect someone, and if they don't work out, we just behead them.
Right. That's
actually-
a great idea until you come up against a common today's era military that backs them. Then you're not getting anything done. You ain't. There's no French Revolution with the modern military.
yeah, but there is with modern sniper weapons. And let me remind you,
Maybe.
up until Scotland accidentally absorbed England while England was absorbing Scotland, and James I and the Mary Queen of Scots thing happened, the previous 10 English monarchs, they were all assassinated.
It's probably a lot easier to do back then too.
And they were
Go
surrounded
ahead, Paul.
by people who were very interested in protecting them. But so really,
That's all it takes.
All
really a
three for
Scottish-
you.
What do we got? 3 for me?
3 for you.
The Queen.
Oh boy. Yeah, so Sergio lets me know last night he wasn't gonna make it. What a punk, man. We should talk some shit about him.
Let's do that.
Speaking of Armenians.
Yeah, fuck Sergio.
Yeah, that jerk. I told him I'd break your legs.
Do you guys feel like the podcast gets better and better as we get more and more drunk? I feel like it gets fantastic.
Maybe.
You're like,
so
this is
listenable.
great content.
Maybe.
So good.
I'm sober.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Well, Emily, you're not entertaining either way you go, so shut up.
Do it more.
It's true. It's
I
true.
really like having this mic here now. I like.
It's a great mic.
It was very official.
I need to get more liquid.
Do I think it gets? Yeah, maybe. I think they always get better as you get rolling. That's for sure.
Dude, so we got to start. We'll talk about this later, but we got to start that other podcast. I'm totally ready.
Yeah. Are
I'm
you?
ready.
Okay.
What's it about?
So Sean likes to study stuff, and I don't. And we're gonna start off with a bunch of topics. Put them in a bowl. Gonna pull it. You didn't say for the queen. Take another.
God.
He just deep throated that for the queen.
And then the first one, obviously we won't know, but at the end of the episode, we'll pull the topic for the next week.
Is he just gonna teach you about things that you don't know about?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna come in with a bunch of jackassy questions, like, "Oh, why do they do that?" And then he's gonna be like, "Well, let me
Those
tell
are
you."
questions that need asked.
Yeah, and
It's
then
gonna
he's
be
like,
fun.
"Well, let me
I'm
tell you."
excited.
I would definitely listen because I feel like I would learn a lot. And
Well-
David would ask all the dumb questions that I would also have. So.
And then we're gonna definitely take we're gonna take listener suggestions to topics to add to the bowl for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Man, it's gonna be. I can't wait. I think it's freaking. And the first topic has got to be the one I sent to you.
Yeah.
Like a day in
don't
the
remember.
life of a Roman. It's freaking. It's the most fascinating topic.
Okay. We'll do that one first. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure I'll have questions about it. And then we'll draw for another one at the end of it.
We put together a good list when I was over at your house last time with Justine, and we were just like I listed a bunch of them out. We were talking about it.
I bet you I have it somewhere.
Is it
God, I
going to
got the
be
hiccups.
like a show with a new name, or are you just going to
Yeah.
add it to this one?
We'll just do it. I
Yeah,
mean,
do it.
we could just add it to this one and
This
fucking
no. It's gonna
slowly
get,
phase Emily out of the whole show. It's me again because
That's
I
fine.
talk too much. All right. And I pull a 10, which is for sin. 10 for sin. I've never. What have I never done? There's a lot of things I've never done. That's probably me.
David,
Yeah.
with me.
I've never hosted a successful podcast. It was a joke. All right. I've never
I see.
flown outside of the United States.
For the queen.
So if we have, then you drink.
Correct.
If you have, okay.
Wait, you're gonna have to drink again, Sean.
Why?
You didn't say for the queen.
For the queen.
Emily, have you?
no, never.
Yeah. I have boated out and driven out, but I've never flown out.
I got bad news. My computer's gonna die. So.
You need to get an extension cord.
It's the outlets in my apartment. They don't hold cords in. There's only certain ones that do. So they just fall right out. Everything.
So you need duct tape.
Yeah, I need to. I duct tape sometimes. It's horrible.
Yeah, that's not a fire hazard at all.
Oh no, the outlets also explode, and so I can't use half of them because they've exploded already, and they are fire. They're fire hazards. Yeah.
Have you tried to call your super?
I mean, I'm renting like the cheapest apartment in town, so, and I can't have anyone come look because I have the cat, and I'm not supposed to have the cat.
Oh. Why don't you take sorry.
David,
Sorry.
that's got to be your house, dude.
Hold on.
The baby.
Would you be able to take him upstairs for a little bit longer? Thank you.
Aw,
Poor little baby.
that is a baby cry, man.
Oh man, he's been laughing and smiling so much lately. It's so cute. He loves the mornings. You wake him up and he's like, I got some good pictures today.
That's awesome.
But anyway, yeah, you can take your cat over to your boyfriend's house for a day while the super comes in and changes just a couple plugs. I'll buy
I
it.
mean,
I'll buy you the fucking plugs.
I've got like a litter box and cat food and 8
Take it
million cat
with you.
toys
Take the
and
stuff. Take the stuff.
Take the stuff with you.
no, I'm moving in a month, so I don't care.
I'm telling you, I will buy the plugs for you.
Fine, it's only a couple of fires.
Are you remaining in Moscow, Idaho?
Yeah, just going to a better apartment where I might not get burned to death in my sleep.
You're
Yeah,
still
you don't
venting from the cult?
What?
Are you
Oh, the
still
cult,
venting from
yeah.
the cult?
Any updates on the cult?
No, I'm hoping to get farther away from the cult in all aspects.
And we're not talking
Wait,
about
if you have
them.
any trouble with them,
Wait.
let me know.
We're not talking about them on the podcast so that she can actually share these podcasts.
That's fine. I'm practically a member.
Yeah, you'll vouch for me. It's okay.
All right.
I'll join.
No. I won't
Paul?
vouch for you, but
Sign me up.
Paul, you ready?
we're good.
Oh, that's us. That's us.
For
To the queen, boys. Oh, right on.
Right on.
Right.
So we got about 9 minutes left.
Emily's like, no.
I
She's
probably
not going to make it.
my computer's not gonna make it, so I should go.
Yeah.
Gotta go drink more water
You suck at this game.
for the queen.
Well, we got 3 left. We can just end it here. We got a 2, a 5, and a 10 that we did not hit. Good game, guys. Nice
Yeah.
talking to you. Let's do it again soon.